Hey, Refuel, it's Pastor Ray, and it's in the middle of summer, which in my life means I'm having a chance to read some great books and think some great thoughts. And I've run into a couple books. Here, your book recommendation one, a book called 42 Faith. It's a story of Jackie Robinson and sort of the power of faith unleashed in both his life and in Branch Rickey's life as they broke the color barrier to baseball. Just an amazing book and about an American hero. The second thing I'm reading is this. I'm reading a book called Thinking for a Change. And the reason I picked that up is I have had a conviction for years that nobody lives well until they think well. Nobody loves very well until they think well. And nobody leads their kids, their family, their whatever you're leading. Nobody leads well until you think well. The starting of everything is thinking really well. And so I picked up a book by John Maxwell, a great book called Thinking for a Change. And in there he tells this story. He says, a friend of mine has two daughters. Kim, the 21-year-old younger daughter, she applied to a pharmacy school and was accepted to pharmacy school. Her dreams are going to come true. And she was ecstatic. And on the day she got word of this, her older sister, Jenny, who's 25, went to her mom and said, "Mom, I feel so sorry for Kim." And her mom said, "Why? She just got accepted." She said, "She's going to have to go to school for 4 more years. And here's what John said about this. One daughter thinks, "I've just earned an opportunity for a future career." The other daughter thinks she's got to go to school for 4 more years. And then he pens a great line. He says, here's the difference. Successful people think differently than unsuccessful people. And then he goes to a whole litany of things. Do I think small, which limits my future, or do I think big? Here's another one. Do I think scattered, which means I'm a flake, or do I focus and actually become a consistent person with faithfulness? Here's another one. Restrictive thinking, which is I can't, I won't, it's too late for me, versus, hey, I got a relationship with God. All things are possible with God. So I don't have restrictive thinking. I've actually got creative thinking. Maybe God wants to work in my future. Here's my 2 other favorite ways to think of that. Popular thinking or innovative thinking. Popular thinking is, what's everybody think? And if everybody agrees with something, now I just float with them, versus actually strategic thinking instead of just what's popular these days. One person said, even a dead fish can float downstream with everything else. And the last one is this, solo thinking versus group thinking. In other words, one of the reasons I love having multiple senior pastors here at Bayside is we've got enough people, so when we get into a room, my phrase is this: all of us together are smarter than any one of us, which is the genius of the Christian church. And to wrap it up, I just want to encourage you, it's summertime, okay? Build your intellectual life. Think some great thoughts. And I want to give you 2 thoughts to exit this thing. Number one is the Apostle Paul put it this way: whatever's true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, pure, pleasing, commendable. He said, if there is anything of excellence and anything worthy of praise, he says, think about these things. You are who you are today for one reason. It's the thoughts you had yesterday. Whatever you thought yesterday is who you are today, which is good news, because that means this: whatever you think about today is determining the person you are tomorrow. Okay? As Paul said, think on these things. God bless you. Have a great day.